expect the unexpected in aviation. I think that's just kind of the moniker. Another great saying is, flying's hours of boredom with moments of sheer panic. I love that one. For those who have flown long enough, you definitely know both are pretty much true and accurate. For those who are renting aircraft rather, you never know how the plane is going to operate. You hope that the mechanics expecting them or inspecting them rather are doing a good job, and the person who had the airplane before wasn't too rough on it. For those who own aircraft, you never know when something's going to go wrong, so you try to be prepared as possible and have backups to the backups if you can do that too. One of the things that I did early on was buy a handheld radio, something that, if need be, if I was in a jam, I could contact the closest tower or the traffic that's in pattern of the airport that I'm trying to land in. I just, if I was on ATC channels talking to those guys, I would flip the transponder and break out the old handheld and hope for the best. And with me personally, I've had to do that actually 2 times for 2 completely different reasons. I had an alternator fail, which ultimately led to my radio failure. It's kind of interesting with the older radios, they kind of tune out. And then I actually had just a radio failure. It was the weirdest thing. So needless to say, I fixed the problem. I got down okay. I did what needed to be done. But I noticed that the radio that I did have at the time was basically kind of a piece of junk. It had good ratings for the most part, but for some reason I just wasn't able to get signal. Another negative thing about a lot of the handhelds out there, and the reason why I was so interested in this one, is that you need an adapter to actually hook it up to your headset. Now, a lot of people really don't kind of think about that, but for those who are flying single engine aircraft or piston aircraft for that matter, it gets loud in there. There's a reason why you have noise canceling headsets or passive noise canceling headsets, active noises canceling. You notice in a trend there with the headsets, but when you flip those off to try to talk to your radio, you can hardly hear the thing unless it's way up, and then even there it can be garbled. When I did it the second time, I couldn't find the little plug that's normally screwed onto the sides, so it was basically, it was a one-way thing, me just trying to tell the traffic where I was. So this is pretty neat. I haven't opened it, not sponsored. The only place that I was able to find this thing is Sporty's. So did some research on this, and apparently if you flip the box here, it'll even tell you that this thing is custom manufactured by Rexon, I'm not quite sure exactly how you say it there. There we go. But I did contact them because they do have a very similar handset on their website. So I contacted them and they said, nope, you got to go to Sporty's to get any information or purchase, I guess, purchase this handset. So it seems like an exclusive to Sporty's, which Sporty's is pretty awesome. Don't have any issue with them. I've ordered many things off of Sporty's. Great place. Sporty's Pilot Shop .com or something to that effect. I'll find it and put it in the link below. But if you do a Google search, Sporty's Pilot Shop, it's the first thing that pops up. Very easy. But yeah, I'm excited about this one because it's got, one big feature. It's the first bullet that really sets it aside from the other handsets. So this is the first time. Let's unbox this thing and see what's going on with it. We'll just read off here. The big thing we're alluding to is the standard GA headset jacks on there. Easy to read, flip-flop. It seems like a pretty straightforward radio. Nothing too crazy, and I actually like that. Less that can go wrong. You get some of these radios that are quite a few $100, and they've got built-in VOR capabilities and all this junk that you're not going to use. It looks really neat, but yeah, Okay, a little paper here about the battery. Sporties has a neat little battery setup, and they, you know, add it as a add-on to many things. Pretty cool. Instruction book. From what I've seen, the reviews and everything like that, it seems pretty straightforward. But we will see. Page intentionally left blank. Look out. Here it is. Wow. Kind of looks like an old school radio. Those who have been around for a little while, or those who have FBOs that have been around, know that this has got a very like old school look to it. It's pretty hefty. You know what? If it is an old school like radio, I'm okay with that, because those things seem to work out pretty well. Let's take this little thing off here. Oh geez, there it goes. Ooh, the buttons are clicky. That's nice. None of that mushy feel. I'm digging that. Squelch and volume, it looks like. This is volume. This seems like a squelch type thing. Flip-flop, that's the easy. PTT, push to talk. Got a light button here. And USB. Apparently, the big thing about this is the battery pack is not lithium ion. And the manufacturer has said that the reason that is because lithium ion isn't that good to just sit around. If you put regular batteries in there, this can hang out in your bag or in the back seat for almost an indefinite period of time, which is pretty awesome. So that's why they decided against putting that lithium or rechargeable battery pack on there, because of that that creep or that drain that comes with the two pieces put together. Even if it's off, it will continue to drain those batteries. And you have these natural drains when it comes to lithium batteries. Plus, it's just not good to keep a charge in lithium batteries. Anyway, if you're more interested in that, check it out on the online. But that's why they decided to go against that and give the option of being able to hook the radio up to one of these battery packs. And I'm guessing that's why they included that on here. It doesn't need to take anything too special. So let's see here. I think oh, there we go. That was easy. Just a little button there. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something to that effect, maybe. Looks like there's space for 2 batteries. I would think so. Just double A's. We'll try that out in a minute. There you go. And they do caution against, you know, of course, putting rechargeable batteries in there. That's something you want to probably not do. Okay, let's see what's in this package. Okay, it's got a USB plug. That's pretty cool. I'm guessing so you can hold it off to the side and just let it go if you want to listen to the traffic or to the radio. Belt clip, standard belt clip with your screws here, like most radios have. What's with all this junk? So much packaging. Little lanyard thing, strap. And I believe it said that this takes USB-C. Yep, USB-C cord on there, which is pretty much becoming the standard now. Ooh, that's a nice cord. It's braided cord. I'm digging it. Let's see if there's anything else in here. I doubt it. It's pretty straightforward. Oh my! And there it is. The antenna. Gotta make sense. Gotta have antenna for these things, right? Oh, that's a nice sturdy antenna it's got going here. Okay. One of the things I hate with my radio is that there's no grip. These are like bayonet style antennas, and there's no grip. So meaning you put it in and you're like twisting it and it's not really holding on. This has got a nice little ring here. You can see it's got the little edges that allow you to really get a grip to it and slide it in so it's not coming off. Oh, that's worth it right there. Holy smokes. All right, and the whole reason we're here, let's check out, oh, look at that. Yeah, you can put normal GA plugs right into that thing, and if you are flying helicopters or something else, you can always get those adapters. But this will work for most people who are interested in at least my videos there. All right, well, cool deal. So what I'm going to do is hook everything up, put some batteries in it, and then we can actually see this thing light up. Maybe we'll even get some chatter over it. Pretty nifty. Ta-da! Okay, here it is. Basically, I just put 6 batteries in there, attached a little clip, and that is a heck of a clip, by the way. Holy smokes! That's not coming off. Little strap, antenna securely on there, and ta-da! Here we go. So, looks pretty straightforward. I turned it on just a second ago to get the Potomac approach. That's the closest thing I got, and probably the only thing I'm going to be able to pick up, at least on the house, but it would be pretty crazy as I'm actually picking up stuff. It's wild. I'm in a house, and who knows how far away from the traffic that's talking currently. So I'm pretty sure I'm not getting Potomac approach at the actual Tracon here. But anyway. Holy smokes, Hanover in sight. That's how many miles away is that? Either that guy's got killer eyesight. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. That's right there. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut this down. I didn't think I was gonna get anybody on here. Okay, so last frequency used, pretty straightforward. Current frequency is that big old number that's flashing right up in front there. To enter something in, you literally, and this is great because it's not difficult, let's just go 12675 again. Boom, there we go. And then drops down, last one, 12675, because we were just on there. On the back here, ooh, the light gets brighter. Check that out. Do we have a function where if you hold it? Yep, sounds like it. I held that down and the light will beep, and I believe it stays on. And then you push it again, and there you go. All right, key lock. I'm guessing these are all press and hold functions. Memory clear. Why not? Let's see if we got a memory clear here. Okay, memory. Oh, okay. So memory clear clears all your memories, so you can store memories in there, or frequencies in there. That's pretty nifty. Let's get out of this. Okay, this is just you and us figuring this out together here. Clear is a clear, so if I enter in a 1, 2, something, something, I hit the clear button. Very straightforward. Our weather frequencies, that's pretty nifty. Okay, I'm digging that. Let's see here. Oh, up, down. Oh, look at that. I'm trying to remember which one we are around here. Oh, we turned down the volume. There we go. I believe that's Wakefield. Let's see if I think there's only one around, right? That makes sense. Okay, let's get that done. And then your recall function. 121.5. Let's see if it's yep, hold it down and boom, get you right in there. Of course you can listen. It's probably not a good idea to transmit unless you have an actual emergency. Alright, so that's it. Very straightforward. And then clear function 12675. I'd much rather accidentally talk to these guys than putting anything out over the emergency frequency. So what I would do is I would just do, oh, it has a search button or a search function, so you can use it almost like a scanner. Look at that. I accidentally hit that thing, and you can see, you can press the up. Okay, goes up in frequency, press it and hold it, and it scans up. Oh, son of a gun. Well, that's neat. All right. I'm guessing you just press up or down, or up again, whatever key you press. If you're going down, press down again, up again, and then it just holds it right there. That is what you need. In emergency, you need to be able to flip this thing on, enter in your frequency of whatever, and just ready to go and talk. That is nifty. So what I'm going to do, I guess the last thing, I don't even know if I have to do this now, because daggone, you know it's got killer range, because we got somebody in Hanover, which is 20 miles away in a house. Holy smokes. But it would be interesting to see the performance with the actual headset. So I'll give you that one. We'll go to probably the plane, and I'll put the headset on, and I know I'm trying to figure out a way where you can hear this, but I guess you're just gonna have to use my word there to figure out how well it works. Man, I think I might just kind of keep this on my desk to listen into the traffic overhead. That's pretty nifty, because our smaller airport that's close to us, Chesterfield, it doesn't have published frequencies, so you can't listen to it online through like ATC Live or anything like that. So that'd be kind of neat to kind of see what's buzzing around while I'm at work, wishing that I was flying. Okay, let's give it a try. Alright, so this is a side-by-side to the one that I had before, the Pro X Yusu. Pretty decent radio. It's got good ratings, but some of the drawbacks are that it's kind of confusing here. The squelch is on the side. There's no actual separate button for it, so you push it down there and you use this button to adjust the squelch. This is the volume up top. And as you can see on the side there, it did have a protective cover, but I got tired of messing with it. This is the little adapter for your headset. So you'd hook your headset right into that. This plugs into that, and then I guess you're ready to go there. Really kind of fumbling when you do need it. Fumbly rather. It's got some good features to it. Not going to talk it down too much. Biggest thing is the range wasn't too great on it when I did have to use it. As you saw from the other one, I was ecstatic that I was able to get traffic that was quite a few miles away. Another thing I've noticed between the two here is that the squelch seems very sensitive on this radio. You've got to tune it in just right, and then once you move a certain amount of distance, it will get real staticky on you. This one is not too bad. Plus you've got a dedicated button to moving it around on the fly, figuratively and narratively. Anyway, you get the idea. Alright, so let's see here. The whole reason we have this radio is try to do this with one hand, see if the headset function works. So this one, you can only go in one way. There we go. Fit in well. This is just a passive noise reduction headset, nothing crazy. So if it works on this, it should work on all of them. No batteries or anything, but it has the volume, mono stereo. QFR. I don't think I've ever flown with these things before. Alright, so I'm going to set the phone down here. And I'm just going to put one of them over my ears, and let's just see if this will actually work. I don't know why it wouldn't, but yeah, sure enough. Oh, and I'm actually able to hear some local traffic there. Let me see. You can see what happens with the squelch with this one. Like, it's super sensitive. And you have to click the side button. Oh, that's the power button. Where is it? Yeah, you wouldn't want to do this in the plane. Click this button and then move it, and you can see the squelch is super high anyway. It doesn't seem like there's really any rhyme or reason to the squelch on this radio. Alright, I'm going to stop messing around with this thing, but yeah, we've got some traffic overhead, so let me see. This works fine. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. This is what this radio is made for. You just plug the headset right in and you're ready to go, and the cover stays on the actual radio. So it does exactly what it says it's going to do. I wasn't expecting that it wouldn't, but just wanted to try it out for you guys. Alright, let's put the cover back on there. Just a little dust cover. There we are. And there we go. and you'll see.
District Executive Traffic, Sierra 787 Juliet Delta, departing the pattern to the northwest.
Just as clear. Very good radio. I'm excited to have this. Seems like a really good backup if you need it, and you know, it's good for the ground too, to hear what's going on while you pre-flight your plane or anything like that. And one thing that I did notice, turn it off now, I think we're kind of past that point, is with this, the manufacturer says if you are using USB as backup power, if the batteries were to be dead or they, you know, need a little help there, make sure you use 2.4 amps. So if you're plugging it directly in the plane, make sure you got a 2.4 amp plug, or if you've got a battery charger. Most of them are already that amperage, but even this little one, Walmart special here, is 2.4 amps, so that's what you're looking for. Output 5 volts, 2.4 amps, and it'll run just fine for you. And this is the, remember, this is the USB-C plug. So I'll tell you what, I think I've got a USB-C laying around here. Let's take the battery out and see if it functions as we think it will function here. So hooked up the USB-C cord that actually came with it. I forgot to, I put it in my pockets. Kind of lucky I had that there, because I'm gonna throw this in the plane afterwards. And this is the charger that you guys saw. It's plugged up. It's actually a pretty decent charger. And the moment of truth, there we go. Oh, and it's changed its icon here from the battery to the little plug, and this is the actual battery pack. I just took it out because why not? Let's see if it works, if you know it's totally removed from the radio. And this is a backup to the backup type scenario. I don't think I would run it off of this. You know, there's probably not any type of noise, like electrical noise, that would inhibit it, but just in case if it was, I'm going to make sure you have fresh batteries in here. This is kind of a, oh my gosh, the radio's dead and all the radios in my plane are, or the battery's dead and all my radios are in the plane are dead, so that's a worst case scenario. You got some serious issues, but you still have that backup for the charger. So I'm pretty surprised and happy with this thing. It's a safety device, and it's pretty useful if you want to listen to what's going on. I know that I've flown a few times with some buddies, and while you're on the ground, it's kind of cool to talk back and forth to them as well. That way, you know, you guys can have a conversation on a non-towered airport, kind of telling them what's going on and where you're at and how far you are. Kind of helps people in the pattern too. But anyway, regardless, all that kind of jazz. I recommend it. It's good stuff. Not sponsored or anything. Bought this right off of here. When I bought it, it was $200, and I have seen it on sale one time. It was on sale for $179, so $180. But if you can get one, go for it. I recommend it. Looks very sturdy. Acts very well. It acts the way you would expect it to act, and it does everything I want it to, and it's not confusing, because that's probably the primary thing: the send and receive power and the function. Like, I need to talk to somebody and let them know what's going on. What do? Type in the frequency, hit the push to talk button. There you go, step 1 and 2. All right, until next time, see you guys.